Hey everybody, welcome to the program. Thank you for being with us. Well, a gala event took place in Atlanta last week, which I was not invited to, but you were there, weren't you?
I was there, and episodes 1 and 2 of The Chosen Season 3 hit the silver screen. I got to be there along with 3,000 fans to get a peek into the highly anticipated new season and to help raise funds for the Salvation Army. Hey everyone, it's Ashley here, and I am in Atlanta, Georgia at the Fox Theater for the Season 3 theatrical premiere of The Chosen. And Chosen fans from around the world aren't just here tonight to watch the first 2 episodes of Season 3, but to also raise money for the Salvation Army. So let's talk to some familiar faces about the heartbeat behind this new season and this special event. What are you guys most excited about tonight? The premiere, the theatrical premiere, episodes 1 and 2 of Season 3. How are you, what are you guys most looking forward to?
It's almost like theater because no one's ever seen it before. You know, people might laugh at specific moments. People might be, awed by something. We're going to hear that in real time. You don't get that in film. Actors don't really get to hear what the audience is thinking. So that thing, and I think we come in sometime towards the start and we're probably doing something silly. So there might be some giggles or whatnot.
Honestly, I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited, but I feel this sense of peace, and it's because I literally prayed right before I stepped on. I'm just so happy to be here with our fans because the show can't happen without them, so to have them be a part of it, it's important, and it feels amazing.
Every season, I get nervous because I think what the audience has responded to is me pouring out my heart, Matt. Season 3 kind of hits it, like we hit the ground running.
Season 3 was definitely the most challenging season to film. It was filled with hardships, but we put our blood, sweat, and tears literally into the project. And so I'm just excited for people to now see what we worked so hard on.
What has Season 3 taught you personally as you were writing it, as you were filming it, shooting it?
Well, I mean, come to me, you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I mean, we've talked about that. The weary and heavy laden part, we don't get a chance to escape that. But we do get to then appreciate even more the rest part. And I'm not good at resting, but I do want this season to work on me the way it's working on our characters, which is to surrender to God.
Season 3 has taught me that if you are not being tested, how genuine is your faith? That's just a question.
That's a word.
Yeah.
There's something about the fact that these disciples are with Jesus, literally like Jesus Christ, and they can still have doubt at some point. It's what do you do in those moments, and that's what we're going to find out in this season.
Well, not only are we here tonight to watch the first 2 episodes of Season 3, but we're also raising money for the Salvation Army, and the Salvation Army has been such a great partner with The Chosen, providing the land that the set is on. What is the contribution that the Salvation Army, what does that mean to the cast and crew?
No, it just means the world because we're able to share these stories, and they have been so generous to give us a home in Texas. And provide these incredible sets that we get to step into first century and share that, realism and that connection with people that are watching the show.
To have that beautiful space to be able to play and to make the show, we can't do it without them. So to be able to put this on and to give back to them, that is important.
Season 1, you were filming, and Jesus is preaching, and you kind of had a moment where you had to talk to Dallas and be like, I don't feel worthy doing this. Fast forward, we're in Season 3 now, feeding of the 5,000. Jesus has preached a lot more. So how have you become more comfortable playing the role of Jesus?
I think once I accepted the mantle, so to speak, of being able to perform this role and that God had a plan for me, then it became clear that other stuff was a distraction. I'm always going to struggle and feel like, there's an element where I'm like, I don't quite feel worthy to be doing this. But I don't let that voice overpower me because I know it's not from God.
Honestly, there was a time in my life where something like this would have been really important to me. The fact that it's not important to me anymore and that I don't care about it is what I think allows me to experience tonight in a healthy way. This isn't about oh good, there's cameras going off and there's fans standing there. That makes it so cool. This is what I've always dreamed of. There was a time when I cared about that. This is just fun. This is at the end of the day, this is just a symbol. It's a representation of something that far more important is happening, which is people are being drawn closer to Christ.
Well, I just saw episodes 1 and 2 of season 3, and it's super powerful and incredible. Some really, really awesome moments at the end of, especially the end of episode 2. Definitely get some tissues because it's really good. I can't wait for season 3.
Yes, it was so fun being there. You know, as I've always said, I'm very much a super fan of the show. So being able to yet again interact with the cast and the crew and some of the producers, it was just truly a blessing. So,
well, you're not just a fan, though. You came back with great content. And, you know, one of the things that struck me was hearing the gentleman who portrays Jesus saying at first, I didn't feel worthy. I still don't feel worthy. But ultimately, I realized, you know, that's not what I'm supposed to be thinking about. You know, and sometimes even in our own calling and walk, you know, none of us are worthy to do anything for the Lord, really, but he uses imperfect people. It was that humble spirit of him really comes across.
Yeah, that was my second time chatting with him. I had actually done like a virtual interview with Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus, early on in the pandemic, because that's actually when The Chosen blew up even more, because they began to offer it for free.
But did anybody anticipate this kind of growth?
Of course,
and it did very well at the box office too, as well.
Exactly.
It surprised a lot of some people. Didn't surprise everybody. A lot of people predicted it would do well, but it did quite well.
Yeah, and you know, actually there's more showings like this weekend into the next weekend too. But what I thought about Jonathan the second time chatting with him is genuinely he is a humble individual, and I think playing the role of Jesus will also help you humble yourself. But he's just humble and almost like gentle. So it was just great talking to him, talking to Dallas, the actors, the actresses. So it really is like you really get a feel that this is a family. This is like a big family. Some of the disciples, when they were getting like their group photo, they were like hugging each other. So anyways, it just makes a better thing when you feel close to the individuals as actors, cast, and crew. So I saw episodes 1 and 2.
Yes, you mentioned that.
Andrew, are you going to go with your family?
I hope to, yes. I do hope to. There's 5 of us, so it's a little tough, but yes, I have to.
I see.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned the Salvation Army there. I've been involved with the Salvation Army for years, volunteering, et cetera, so I was curious about that. What's the deal? So they own this land and they turned it over to The Chosen to shoot on?
Yeah, so it's a huge campsite where, you know, kids' camps are held, conferences are held, and so basically the Salvation Army just in partnership with The Chosen, gave access to a lot of this land in Texas. It's in Midlothian, Texas. And I went to the set, and that's where I got a lot of these interviews that have been airing for a couple weeks now. But the set is incredible. It is truly incredible. They have a complete outdoor set. Then they have this ginormous sound stage as well. And again, all of this is on the land of the Salvation Army. So this not only was the premiere of season 3 in theaters, but it also was fundraising and trying to, you know, just give back to the Salvation Army because they've given so much. So, yeah.
Well, that was terrific stuff out there. Really glad you had a good time.
And I just want to remind people, the first 2 episodes of season 3 of The Chosen is premiering right now in theaters nationwide. And for ticket information to go see it in a theater near you, all you have to do is go to cbnnews.com for a link.
All right, thank you, Ashley.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Key. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can reach more people with encouraging content like you just watched, and so you never miss a beat. See you next time, and God bless.